Australia looks like a paradise. Beautiful beaches, amazing cities, clean streets, and incredible nature. But behind the beauty, something serious is happening. Houses are too expensive, rent is too expensive, wages are not keeping up. And for many Australians, the dream of owning a home is slipping away. Today, we're breaking down why Australia's housing is so out of control, in simple English, so anyone can understand it. 1. Life is getting more expensive. In 2023, Australia entered a per-person recession for only the third time in 40 years. This means the economy wasn't growing fast enough for each individual Australian. But the worst part? Wages went backwards. After adjusting for inflation, Australians were earning the same as they did in 2011. So people have 2011 wages, 2024 prices. No wonder it feels impossible. And the biggest pressure? Housing. 2. Buying a home is almost impossible. Homes in Australia have gone up an insane amount. Since 1973, house prices across capital cities increased 36 times. Today, to buy the median home in Melbourne, $170,000 income needed. To buy the median home in Sydney, $260,000 income needed. Actual median household income in these cities, around $100,000. The numbers do not line up. This isn't just a Sydney/Melbourne problem. Since 2020, house prices in Brisbane, Adelaide, and Perth jumped more than 50%, while wages only went up 12%. Young Australians are especially affected. Home ownership for people under 34 has dropped by 25%. One crazy example. A home in Sydney with no toilet, no power, and no kitchen still sold for $3.5 million. That shows how broken the system is. 3. Renting is a nightmare too. If you think renting is the solution, it's not. Median rents. Sydney, over $3,000 per month. Brisbane, around $2,500 per month. Rents used to rise slowly each year. But since 2020, they've jumped over 8% every year. Rent inspections now have massive queues, dozens or even hundreds of applicants, people offering extra money just to secure a place. Many renters are working full-time jobs but still struggling to find a home. 4. Is immigration to blame? A lot of people blame immigration. And here's the simple truth. Immigration increases pressure on renting because most new arrivals rent first. In 1 year, Australia welcomed 740,000 new people, the highest ever. This pushed rents up, especially in suburbs where migrants settle. But when it comes to buying homes, immigration is not the main reason prices are so high. There's a bigger issue. 5. Australia isn't building enough homes. For decades, Australia has not been building enough homes for its growing population. Since 1966, the number of homes built per person has been declining. And in the year 2000, housing construction fell off a cliff. In 2023, only 170,000 dwellings were completed. This is the lowest level in a decade. Yet population growth is hitting record highs, so housing demand keeps rising. But housing supply isn't keeping up. Why not? Construction costs are high. Builders are going bankrupt. Approval processes take too long. Local communities block new developments. This is called NIMBYism. Not in my backyard. People don't want apartments or new homes near them. In New South Wales, building approval for even one house can take 111 to 288 days. In Texas, it takes less than a week. The government has targets, but they are on track to miss them by 40%. When supply is low and demand is high, prices explode. 6. Land is scarce. But only because we make it scarce. Australia has tons of land, so why is land so expensive? Because planning rules make it hard to build more high-density housing, more apartments, more townhouses, even more houses on the edge of the city. This artificial scarcity drives up land prices. Since 2020, houses with land increase 3 times faster than apartments. This benefits existing homeowners, but punishes young people trying to buy their first home. 7. Tax rules. Encourage property investing. Here's something many people don't know. Australia has some of the most generous tax incentives for property investors in the entire world. These include A. Negative gearing. If your investment property loses money, you can deduct that from your income tax. This encourages people to buy properties that don't even make profit. B. 50% capital gains tax discount. If you sell a property after 12 months, you only pay tax on half the profit. C. Property and super. Buying property through your super can reduce tax to 10 to 15%. These rules encourage people to buy property instead of investing in startups, innovation, technology, new industries. Today, 50 to 80% of all investment properties are negatively geared. Tax benefits cost taxpayers about $8 billion every year. The system strongly rewards owning property, not working harder or building businesses. 8. Productivity and wages aren't growing. Because so much money goes into property, other sectors don't grow. Australia spends only 1.7% of GDP on research and development. The OECD average is 2.4%. This means slower innovation, slower wage growth, fewer high-paying jobs, while cost of living keeps rising. So people end up relying even more on property investment. It becomes a cycle that hurts workers and renters. 9. Every political party has failed. Housing has become worse under a Labor, Liberal, coalition, every prime minister in the last 30-plus years. Housing prices doubled under John Howard. They continued rising under Rudd, Gillard, Abbott, Turnbull, Morrison, and Albanese. This is not a left versus right problem. It is a structural problem that no party has fully solved. 10. What needs to change? To fix housing, Australia needs to build more homes faster, reduce approval delays, reform negative gearing, reform capital gains tax, encourage investment in business, not just property, lower income taxes for workers, increase density in major cities. In short, shift incentives away from property speculation and toward productivity. Australia is one of the most beautiful countries on earth. People come here for safety, opportunity, and a better life. But right now, that dream is slipping away for millions of Australians. Housing is no longer just a place to live. It has become an investment game where regular people are losing. Young Australians are working harder than ever, yet feel further away from owning a home than at any point in history. Renters feel stressed, families feel squeezed, and many people feel like the system is simply not built for them. But the truth is, this problem is not impossible to fix. Australia can build more homes. It can modernize its tax system. It can reward hard work instead of speculation. And it can make housing affordable again. Every major reform in history began when enough people said, "This is unfair. We deserve better." If Australians push for smarter policy, smarter planning, and smarter incentives, the housing crisis doesn't have to be our future. It can be our turning point, because a home should be more than an investment. It should be a foundation, a place to grow, a place to feel safe, a place to build a life. And every Australian deserves that chance. If you found this video helpful and want to see more simple breakdowns on important issues like this, make sure to hit the like button. It really helps the video reach more people. Before you go, subscribe and share this video so more people know what's really happening. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.